This is Celtic Charity Fund's first trip to Africa. There's 21 of us here, so 21 volunteers who are representing both Celtic Football Club and Celtic Charity Fund. We're here to lend a hand in 3 different schools. Also spent some money in terms of doing up the schools, painting, laying floors and things like that. So there's been a lot of practical support. But I think one of the most important things is the emotional support to the kids, because a lot of them don't get a lot of love at home.
Celtic have come out here and they're doing some work at the Walk, Hadassah and Mama Kerry. They're doing a lot of teaching, a lot of construction work, painting, helping in the kitchens, helping feed the children.
Well, it's something I've always wanted to do, just get a chance to come over here and not only can I get involved, but to see how they actually do their day-to-day business. I mean, I give money to charity, things like Oxfam and that over the phone, but you never know where the money's going. This, you get hands-on experience, and the children are awe-inspiring, to be honest. You actually feel quite humble going around the school. I mean, we're here at Mama Kerry, and it's the work that the guys do here, the teachers and the pastor who set it up. I mean, these people don't get paid, and they're giving these kids basically their first chance at education. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20.
The main reasons that I'd say I'm here is it's something that's always interested me, helping out others that's maybe in a less privileged situation, such as myself and others, and I don't think many people appreciate the situations that we live in day to day. And the Celtic aspect to it, obviously by supporting Celtic, I see the charitable roots of the club being a major part of why that appeals to me.
The reason I'm here is seeing it in a Celtic view. Something I've always wanted to do, and especially involving Celtic, come across here and just being here and seeing this, and if I can do one small bit of change, I'm happy, and that's it. It's heartbreaking to see some of the things that I've seen, even coming out of Nairobi, the slums, the children that size running about on the side of the roads, but here it's unbelievable. The children at home just, I don't know, they can't comprehend what's here like, and it's just, first time some of my children say, I want another £1, they would tell to look at a video or some photos.
I really wanted to do something, basically. The Raymond Gormley story kind of thing brought me towards it, and I wanted to do something for charity, and it was just at random that I checked my Facebook, and there's an update on the Celtic page that they were doing a charity trip to Kenya. I thought it was just absolutely perfect for me, obviously because I'm a big Celtic fan, and I wanted to do something big for charity. I didn't want to do something small. We went around on I think it was a Monday, and we came round and we went round the slums, and it was basically just a rubbish tip with tarpaulin over branches basically, and that was their houses. Then we went a walk round to the school. The kids are absolutely brilliant. Kids just love us. They just come up to us and they just want to hold your hand.
Well, when we came, they told us right away that 70% of the children have only got one parent, 20% are orphans, and 10% live with relatives. So they're really just attention staff. So basically, when you go into the class, they're just at any slight bit of attention, they're just over the moon with it. So you're helping the classes, just playing football with them, just basically just showing them any sort of attention, and it's like unbelievable, the reception.
My name is John Ishini. I work at the Work Centre, Nakuru. Yes, this institution was started almost 6 years ago. Its purpose was to cater for those people who are below poverty lines. They were living on garbages in the dump site. And we have a dump site here in Nakuru called Gyoto. And there are people who are living on a temporary shelters. Some of these shelters are made of polythene bags. So their families who are living with their children. So the owner of this school, he found those children the way they were struggling, and the need they had, and the basic need they were lacking, which is education. So he got an initiative to start a project in a way that he could educate them, and also he could put some Christian morals in them. So that's how it started. The group grew up from 10, then to 50, and now we have more than 300 kids. Some of them, they are in primary school. Others are the one you can see here.
My thoughts about the school, how they have very, very little in comparison to our schools in Scotland. It's just shocking. They literally have nothing. No shoes, clothes, no food. They have nothing, but they've got everything because they're happy. They're happy kids. They know they're getting fed here. They know they've got comfort of having the teachers here and people like Mary who cooks here. Staff are fantastic. They do a really good job, a necessity, and kids are an absolute delight. They really are.
I feel very privileged and humbled to be in this country. I think you can just see around you what they've got and how happy they are, and I don't know how they can smile every morning, and hopefully the little bit we're putting into this will make a huge difference, and I hope it isn't the end. I hope this is something we do for a long time.
What are you doing, Nani?
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
When I first arrived at the school, in comparison to what we've got back home, these people have very little. But yeah, they're probably the happiest people and friendliest people I've ever met. Just so grateful for absolutely anything you can do for them.
My name's Geoffrey Mbogwa from Hadassah. I'm the director of Hadassah Destitute School. This school was established on 3rd of November 2011. And the base of starting this school is after we assessed, we had so many children in the Mwareki slum that didn't go to school due to lack of finances, that the parents can afford to buy uniforms and desks so that their children can be admitted to school. Without this assistance of this school, most of the children could be in the street selling scrap metals to the scrap dealers, and some of them end up sniffing glue and becoming criminals in the street of Nakuru. They become pickpockets. But you have seen the hand of God. They have been transformed. They are disciplined. They are very brave. They are very bright. Right now the performance is very up.
So if I say thin, it would be thinner and thinnest. So tall would be taller and tallest.
W, X, Y, Z.
Well, I heard about it on the website. As soon as I seen it, that was it. I just knew that I had to then put my name forward for it, and here I am, working with the kids here and trying to make a difference.
Neil, Lennon, Paddy, McCourt.
Well, it's split up into different projects, and we arrived here at the Walk, which is in the Hilton area, it's called. Every day we've been working with the kids in the class and outside and helping prepare the meals. It's just unbelievable. These kids have absolutely nothing, and they're so thankful for anything. Like, they just want time and some attention, even just to know somebody's there, just playing with them, kicking a ball, sitting with them, colouring in. They're just so thankful for anything.
This one's called the Walk Centre. This is one of 3 projects we're doing. The other one's called Hadassah, and the other one's called Mama Carey. This is the most established school. I think it was formed about 7 years ago. They do some great work. Most of the kids haven't any parents, or maybe even one parent if they're lucky. So they come here, I think about 7 o'clock in the morning, and they leave about 3:30 in the afternoon. They get porridge in the morning, they get a meal at lunchtime. We try our best to assist in the classes and help with the cooking, etc.
We arrived here on Tuesday. As soon as we walked in the gates, we went to classes. The children seen us, they come out, they're jumping on top of us. Within 10 minutes, we had them singing Celtic songs.
That's Jinky, kissing them Jinky. And Paddy. Paddy! Paddy! Celtic! 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 boys agree?
Mama Kerry here, as you can see, there's not much to it. The main classroom there, 4 different classrooms, and the church on the side. The children share teachers, but very, very different to Scotland. For example, there's a classroom there with no teacher in it, and rather than just run riot as you would in Glasgow, the eldest child gets up and teaches the younger ones, and then they take turns and alternate, which is pretty amazing.
You just feel so awkward that you've not got the cash that this place needs, you know. The facilities in here are next to nothing, you know. Toilets, just a hole in the ground, you know. Like, we've never seen anything like that in our country, so it's an eye-opener. The kids go about with a smile on their faces. Sometimes you can be overwhelmed, sometimes you've got to walk away and big lump in your throat.
So we're doing what we can, we're painting the buildings. Some of the buildings were very cracked and there was a lot of holes in the church. We've paved all that out, flattened it down. The guys, as you can see, are adding a Celtic touch to the stones. We're going to have it green and white. And we're also in the process of getting the Celtic crest up on the wall, just as a wee touch of home obviously. And they've got a church there that they use through religion to get the kids all going, and it brings them together. We seen them do a mass yesterday and it was one of the most amazing things I've ever seen.
We saw that people who are coming in the church, they're very poor. The children can't go to school, they can't do anything. So we decided to open a school like this one to help those who are coming in the church and those who are outside in the community. So we have about almost 200 children whom we are taking to, feeding them and giving the education. So that is the main work that we are doing here to help those who are unable to go to school. So we saw that the best thing, we started with the young children, so they grow with the word of God, to unite them together, to be in one body of Jesus Christ. And that is the main thing that we are doing here.
It's been a great experience, loads to do, just help them out, whether it be with the kids in the classroom, in the kitchen. We've helped put some guttering together so that the kids can have clean water to wash their hands, just to have better hygiene basically. They're eating their food with their hands, so they could be picking up any sort of diseases. It's good that we've been able to make a bit of difference.
One of the hardest things I've had to do in my life, but one of the best. But simple things like doing the guttering just so as they can gather the rainwater to get washed in and different things. You know what I mean? So it's just basic stuff that we take for granted, but they've got. I mean, it's an eye-opener anyway for people that's never seen it or done it. We've been helping feed them, which is a bonus. To feed them for the full a week only costs about £24, and that's over 120 kids. So, I mean, the things we take for granted, it's luxury to them.
I don't really want to go because I've got so attached to some of the kids, and it's going to be so difficult to leave them because they're just so happy, and just to see those smiles every day, it's just amazing and just emotional. emotional roller coaster really.
For the past couple of days we've had the kids singing Celtic songs. So today they all stood together today and sang as a Kenyan song, and then they all sang Celtic songs. Then we were all doing the huddle and stuff like that as well. It's brilliant.
The real story here is the children. They're absolutely incredible. Some of these kids don't have homes. About 80 of the 150 come from the local orphanage. Come here every day, their only chance of education, and they love every minute of it. They've got a real zest for both their religion that the pastors kind of instilled and for learning, and it gives them a chance, which is more than a lot of them get in Kenya. So anything we can do to help, all the better.
The kids are brilliant. They're just really excited to see you. When you think about all the things you've got back home, and they're excited to see us, it's a bit overwhelming. But since they came, they've had nothing, but we've cemented, plastered. Now they've got a few things that will maybe help them through. New desks and a bit better place to get on with stuff.
We're also spreading the word about Celtic Football Club and our charitable roots through the Charity Fund, because the sort of work we're doing here actually relates really well back to why the club was set up in the first place.
Well, when we got here, the buildings were holes in the walls, the floors were uneven, and the desks that the kids were using were very, very old. We've then gave the kids new desks, we've painted the walls, we've plastered the walls, we've given a new flooring, and just really made a difference inside the classroom so the kids can then learn and grow.
Today we thank the Celtic Charity Organization. They visited us, they have done a good job. We are putting the floor, we are doing the plastering. They helped us pay our teachers their salaries that we had not paid them. Right now we are putting the floors, and we are also going to put up the desk, because we are using the makeshift desks which disturb our children when they are learning. Sometimes they fall down. So we thank this team for coming to us, and we can see what they have done to our lives and to the lives of these children. We thank you very much, and may God bless you.
This opportunity, our visitors, to say a very big thank you and a very big congratulations. What you have done, it is very overwhelming. We have been receiving visitors here, but the step that you have done with this school is a very big step, because now the school is very transformed. You can see the classes. The time you came, mud was being seen. Now even people are going outside looking, and they are seeing there is something new which is happening in the school. We appreciate that. We'll miss you a lot, and we love you very much. Thank you for the good work. Keep on keeping on, and God will bless you. May you, I'll just end there, because if I continue and start crying, just say bye-bye and God bless you. Okay, that's
Lasting memories of so many. Every morning when we get off the bus to when we go is heartbreaking, and I don't think there's one memory I could say is better than the other. They're all huge, and they'll stay with me till the day I die.
Just the kids. Kids are great. That's my memory. The kids and how happy they are at what little they have.
The thing I'll take home is just how happy these people are, and they've got absolutely nothing in comparison to us. So I mean, I think I'll be a lot more appreciative to what I've got back home.
It's been an experience of a lifetime, and it'll be treasured forever. It's so privileged to be here as well.
Celtic have really made an impression here. Everyone I've seen is now wearing a Celtic football shirt, including me.
Silly wee things that we take for granted, and I just handed out a packet of biscuits there, and it's like handing them a tenner each. You can, it's just, I don't know. It's I said earlier on, I can't. Yeah.
This is why I came here, to make a slight difference to every single kid that I could sort of meet and they're the ones that are sort of teaching us rather than us coming here to teach them.